Well, everyone wants their wedding day to be perfect, and even if it isn't, you sure hope that nobody will notice. But when you've officiated more than 5,000 weddings, chances are you've seen your share of laughable situations. Reverend Brandon Rich has been an institution here in the Nashville wedding industry for years. He's here with some of the funniest, most unique experiences he's had from his new book that's called Lawfully Wedded Life. Welcome. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you, Meryl.
You even officiated a wedding here on Talk of the Town on a Valentine's Day, right?
Sure did.
And you found somebody in our studio whose wedding you did.
Absolutely. One of your cameramen, he walked up to me and said, "I believe you officiated my wedding." And I checked the calendar, and sure enough, 2011, month of April, I officiated his wedding over at Scarrett Bennett Center.
That happens to you all the time, I imagine.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
I can't go out in public without someone coming up to me and recognizing me. And sometimes I remember the name. Unfortunately, a lot of times I don't. When you've married a stadium full of people, you can't remember them all.
For sure. The stories that you have in this book are mostly humor. Some are poignant, but so many funny situations. Tell us some of the funny ones.
Well, I think one of my favorites that I'm going to tell in a little more depth tonight in the book signing, the bride was laying on the floor of the dressing room, trying to put her dress on. My photographer walked in to introduce herself, and the bride looked up and said, "Oh, it's nice to meet you. Could you have my fiance come back and sit on my back? I need help to get this dress zipped up."
Oh my.
Yeah, she had some surgery to make herself look a little better, and she couldn't fit into her dress anymore.
Wow. Okay, that's a
Yes.
good one. What else? What else strikes you?
A few years ago, one of my very sweet brides, and she laughs at this story herself, and she'll be at my book signing tonight. She had a little incident at the rehearsal before the wedding. Her purse caught on fire. Her maid of honor had draped it over a lit candle.
Oh,
and
no.
so my staff and I had to put a fire out at her rehearsal. And then the next day at the wedding, as she was coming down the beautiful staircase at the venue before 100 people, I was standing there in my ministerial robe and stole, and she lost her footing and fell down the steps in front of 100 wedding guests.
Oh no, was she okay?
She was okay. She bounced right back up. My staff helped her get up, and as she made her way to me, laughing all the way down the aisle, I read her lips, and she mouthed to her dad, "I can't believe I fell down the steps at my wedding." She got to me, and I thought her little tiara was askew, and I tried to straighten it during the prayer because I thought she had messed it up in the fall. And she said, "Oh, what are you doing? It's supposed to be that way."
Oh boy, so many great stories. I imagine this has been a really rewarding career for you.
It has been. I had a career in the ministry for a number of years, and that was a wonderful experience, but this has been something very sweet. I have the opportunity to spend time with people on one of the very best days of their life, planning the best day of their life. So it's a fun career, it's a rewarding career, and sometimes when things go awry, that's when they're the most memorable, and that's what this very humorous memoir is. It's a collection of very funny and very entertaining stories.
I think you'll find it very entertaining too. You can read more of those stories in the new book. It's called Lawfully Wedded Life, and you can meet Brandon at a book signing tonight at 6:30 over at Parnassus Books. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Meryl.